Few entertainers are as accomplished as Ben Vereen. His performances are legendary and timeless. They've been woven into the fabric of this country's artistic legacy. For over 40 years, Ben has amazed us with his versatility and his creativity on stage and in film, and he's performed all over the world. Singer, dancer, actor, Tony Award winner, minister, spiritual leader. He's a minister at the Agape Church. And his career has taken him to the lecture circuit, where he has become one of the most requested speakers among audiences of all ages. We're honored to have him here today. He is a man of many titles, doctor, reverend, long list of titles, but he has asked me simply to introduce him as Ben Vereen.
Whoa! Praises. Praises. Praise. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, very much. I've never been to Redondo Beach. You've been hiding out from me. I'm honored to be here. You look magnificent. You feel amazing. You feel amazing. Do you feel yourself this morning? Did you look in the mirror? Did you see the miracles that you are? 5 people agree with me. People, listen, it is important that you affirm who you are. You've heard the readings today. Who you are is the expression of God. So therefore, when you say, you're talking about your God. How do you feel today? That means that your God is going. So when things begin to hit you beside the head, beat you beside the head, don't you complain. Because you've been talking about. And those who affirm, I'm great, I'm beautiful, I am good, God is in me, I am in God, and life is good, and I affirm it. You know what happens to those people? All the good, all the good, all the good. Are you with me on this? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My God. Talking about my God. My God fills me up every day. My God steps me out into the streets every day. My life is good. My life is bountiful. When I was asked to speak, I tried to, and I always, ego is such a strange thing. Ego, E-G-O, edging God out. I stepped on somebody's toe. But my thing is E-G-O. I asked for E-G-O, the big E-G-O, entering God's omnipresence. Inside God's omnipresence, all that I need, all that I have to say is there. I try to prepare for you, but God says, shut up. I try to read books and scriptures that say they want me to speak. Lord, what am I going to talk about? God says, shut up. And allow me to speak through you. Allow you to be the channel, and I will show the way. So therefore, I'm just an open channel this evening, and I'm going to download what God has to say to you. All right? You know, Jesus was walking down the street one day and comes to this tailor shop. And he looks in the tailor shop, and he sees this beautiful robe, and he goes in, and Fritz, the owner of the shop, says, Jesus, it's Jesus, my God, what are you doing here? He says, I need a new robe. And I say, you make beautiful robes. He says, oh, Jesus, if I got a robe for you. And he goes to the back, comes out with this beautiful robe. He hands it to Jesus. Jesus tries it on. It's a perfect fit. Jesus says, let me pay for the robe. And he says, no, Jesus, no, what you do for the people, I can't take any money from you. He says, no, I must pay. He says, no. He said, what can I do for you? He said, well, look, when you're out there preaching, we just tell people that you got the robe. Tell them you got it from Fritz. So Jesus comes back a year later, and his robe's tattered, and he tries to get in Fritz's tailor shop, and there's thousands of people crowding, getting to his shop. And Fritz sings. Jesus says, oh, Jesus, come here. So Jesus makes his way through the crowd. He said, what did you do? He said, you tell people where you got your robe. He said, well, I may have mentioned it a couple of times. He said, well, Jesus, I can't make enough robes. People are coming from everywhere. We should go into business together. Marketing. Social networking. And she said, no, I can't do that. That's not my Father's calling. I can't do it. He said, oh, Jesus, please, look. We'll call it Fritz and Jesus Tailor Shop. Jesus thought about it. He says, no, that's cute, but that's not my calling. He said, all right, we'll call it Jesus and Fritz Tailor Shop. Jesus thought about it for a minute, and he said, okay, look, I'll tell you what. We'll call it Lord and Tailors. So today, the Lord is tailoring this just for you. You know, this week I lost a very good friend of mine, of all of us. His name was Robin Williams. Shocked us all, like I can hear from the audience. And I sat back like many of you and said, why? We'll never have the true reason or answer why. They're now saying it's because he found out he had Parkinson's and couldn't deal with it and decided to take his life after battling with depression and addiction all of his career. And being in this profession, I know what that's like because I have gone through that road myself. I've gone through, now I'm 5 years sober, and I'm thankful to my higher power. And let me talk to you a little bit about addiction, because we're addicted. In this planet is wrought with addictions. You know, it's not just the chemicals and the alcohol, but we're addicted to TV. We're addicted to lifestyles. We're addicted to one another. But this particular form of addiction, this chemical addiction, can really mess with your mind. And that's why I say we must get back to the garden. Come home to the garden. Come back to your first love. When I woke up one day, the disease, it's a disease, had me riddled. And I'm one who, I came from the church, people. I came from the church, so don't think that because you're in church that you're protected. Because the biggest enemy is not over in Iraq or Iran or in Gaza, or that cat down the street with the big stick who's banging your car in right now. It's right here. Your enemy is in your mind. That's why I'm glad to see you here in the science of mind. You're learning how to live on this planet through a scientific point of view. But Ernest Holmes takes it even further and takes you to the metaphysical aspect of who you are, opening the gateway to your spiritual vortex, where you live, breathe, and have your being. In this particular place, this planet came forth because of a thought in the Creator's mind. We are all walking, talking art pieces of that which created us, but we forgot that. And we fell into human consciousness, wrought with its addictions, wrought with all of its sins and all of its woes, and we attached ourselves to them. But lo and behold, there came great teachers such as Jesus the Christ to say, no, you don't have to go that way. Seek ye the truth. Seek ye the face of the God within you, and I will give you my kingdom. And what is my kingdom? Good health, prosperity, all the things that you're dreaming about on a human level is directly downloaded to you. Why? Because you said yes. You said, yes, I am that I am, and the I am is within me. Those of us who've lived with addiction and live with that wrath of that disease are trapped behind a wall, a membrane, if I may, that we keep pushing through. But the disease has us wrapped inside, and until we realize that that outside of us is not greater than that within us, and we turn within, back to the garden, oh, if I may, back to which is the first love of who we are, and allow that voice within us. The step of the fight was never yours in the first place, babies. Huh? It's like you're going up beside, it's like you're going beside Butterfield or some of those cats, Weatherman, or who that guy, that fighter, man. You're not equipped for the go up against him. You haven't trained. Huh? But there's someone inside of you, a greater force inside of you has trained to deal with all the wrath and all the pains, all the things that we come up against. Let that power fight your battles. Huh? Yeah. Let that power. How do we do that? How do we do that? I found myself on my knees in front of deities, screaming, why not take my life? Why not take my life? But there's something greater than my smaller self saying, no, it's not your time. No, I need you to talk at Redondo Beach. You're not going nowhere. But for Robin Williams, it was time. He said, I can't. It was his time out. And he left us. But he left us laughter. He left us also to give a lesson that we have the power within us to make a choice. You can choose ye this day whom you will serve. Be it man or be it spirit. My want for you is that you choose well, that you choose the spirit within you that is you. Through whatever you're going through in life, that within you is stronger and more. I have had so many examples in my life where the spirit of my God has come to the forefront of my life and said, not now. We got more work to do. Get up and get dressed. Step out into life. I will meet you at the gate. I will take your hand. I will guide you. Who, if you but listen, but this. Yes, I'll listen, but can we do it this way? Oh, Lord, I surrender all that I am. Take all that I am, but can we take this chair so I have something to sit on? God said, give it all to me. That does not be ignorant. That's not being ignorant. God didn't give us a mind to be ignorant. God gave us a mind to be holy endowed, wholly listen to the inner voice and hear the voice speaking through you. Allow yourself to get out of the way of yourself and let yourself, through God, manifest itself. And you're looking mighty good today. You are the walking art pieces of God. Of God. Look at you. You woke up this morning and you're painters. You're designers. You woke up this morning and said, I think I'll wear this color. I think I'll wear this dress. I think I'll wear this suit. And you came out designers. And look at you. Look at you. I think I'll paint my face this way. Look at you. I think I'll shave this way. And look at you. You are the expression of that which you've come here to worship, which is really ironic because it is worshiping you. By you being, your God is in gladness and in joy through you as you. But this gets in the way. This gets in the way. Somebody some time ago said it was, the devil being thrown out of heaven because there was a battle in heaven, and God threw the devil out, and the devil fell to earth and occupied the earth, and then we are dwelled inside of that humanness. But we have a choice. We can choose to be within the hell of our lives, or we can choose heaven. Now, some people will tell you have to die in order to go to heaven, with his milk and honey and everything, but I don't want to go there because Bush is there. I'm not condemning the man. He had to do what he had to do on this planet. Hitler's there. I don't want to go there. But I do want to download heaven on earth so that my God can be expressed in the eyes and through my work. I want you to do the same. Get yourselves out of the way. Let God have its way in your lives. Download heaven now. So our children can see that their lives have a great purpose. So their lives are a heavenly expression. And when we get to the other side, we can say, hallelujah, past Jordan, hallelujah, the work I have done. I give praise and thanks for what I have done, because what I have done was be thee, and thee was me. Woo, and we were one with the people. I am one with the one. There is no two. There's one. And we are, as the reading said, the expression of the one in various aspects of ourselves, which we call individuality. We're individuals of the one with our own personal growing up environments, our education, as I like to say, that we've all gone through, and we're expressing ourselves to our geographical aspects of where we landed on this planet. But we're all one, people. There's only one air. Somebody else breathing some other air that I don't know about? There's one air, is there not? 3 people. Obviously, the other people, 97% of these people, are breathing some other air. Maybe we're wrong and they're right. Would you give us some of your air? Huh? Because the air I breathe is the same air that you breathe. It's one air. It's one God. That one God says, come back home to the garden. Come back home to Eden. Come back home to in the beginning, before the beginning was the beginning. And don't be confused. I'm not buying into the fact that Eve caused all evil on that nonsense. Y'all know that writer had some sort of mother issues. Blame it on the woman. And if that's the case, what about the man? You chicken booty. Oh, I didn't do it. She did it. I give you woman to protect her and provide for her and love her as an equal. She did it. No, I'm talking about before a man would put pen to pencil, before his ego got in the way. His little ego. I'm talking about in the beginning, before the beginning was the beginning, the garden of the beginnings. Where everything was love. Everything was whole. Everything was complete. Everything was you before this got in the way. But here's the thing. The writer did say something intelligent. He said that God created animals and fishes and seed. And he said to man, I give you dominion over these things. Metaphysically speaking, that means I give you dominion over this. You have the power to choose and control this. So, you heard somebody say today, the good side and the bad. I often tell the story about this Indian chief who's walking through life, and he comes to talking to his son, and he says, son, as you go through life, there'll be 2 wolves inside of you that'll be battling every day of your life. One is the wolf of good, and the other is the wolf of bad. And he says, the son goes, but Father, which one wins? He says, the one that you feed. Who are you feeding today? Huh? Who are you feeding today? Who are you feeding? You saying good now, but wait, you leave these doors. And somebody cuts you off on the highway. Start feeding you good then. But that's the thing. See, the demonstration of Jesus the Christ going before Pontius Pilate and going to the cross of a demonstration of great humility and standing in the one of the truth, of feeding the good within, because he knew the good that would come out of it. That today we would be talking about it as an example of humility, an example of our strength in the good of the God that we believe in. Are you with this? Yeah. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This love. This love. Who will you serve today? Who will you feed within you today? Huh? 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 Thank you. Somebody's listening. You know, this is the type of church I love. You're not one of those churches like this. This homeless person woke up one day, had this epiphany. He had to go to church. He runs to the church, and they see him coming. They close the doors. He's banging on the door. Let me in. Let me in. God told me to come to church. Please let me in. Nobody opens. He bang, bang. Let me in. Go. Please let me in. God, they won't let me in your church. And the voice said, don't worry, my son. They don't let me in there either. You're that type of church that goes like this. Huh? Yeah. Robin would have loved you. So in that addictive state that I started talking about, we have dominion over that. One day you wake up. One day a hand is reached out to you. One day salvation shows up. And I'm telling you, those of you who are even thinking about addictions or been involved in addiction, you know what I'm talking about. This side of Jordan is better than that side. Whew. How I got over. My soul looks back and wonders how I got over. I got over with prayer. I got over with meditation. My prayer was a thought that I needed prayer. And the universe said, he's praying. He's praying. Yo, he's praying. Send the troops. He's praying. And I sat down and got quiet and still in the valley. And my God heard me and downloaded my sobriety by sending me the angels that are here on this planet called Earth. And they took my hand and walked me out of the valley of death. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. More than that, thou art within me, for thou hast prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy in my mind. In my mind. Anointeth my head with oils. My cup of joy runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all. Yo, goodness, mercy. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, walk with me. Talk with me. Share with me. Let me know what's going on. All the days of my life. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows fall? Great song. Why should my heart feel lonely as I long for heaven and home? I love that people go like this. Heaven and home. Heaven is in here. When Jesus is my teacher, my constant friend is he. My God's eyes are on the sparrow, and I know God is watching me. So I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I am free. Oh, God's eyes on the little bitty teeny weeny itsy bitty weeny sparrow. I don't know about your God, but my God is watching right now. Let's have a moment of silence for Robin. Robin, thank you. Thank you for the joy that you brought to our lives. We do not understand thy pain, but we know thy salvation. So therefore, we want to thank your spirit for embracing our spirits and making our lives lighter, happier with your visit. We take this time to hold you up and wish you well on your next journey. We hold your family in reverence, with love and devotion, knowing that no harm shall come to them, so fear ye not. Go into the light. You are free. And so it is. Thank you very much.